Never Paint Your Home Again is a paid program sponsored by Rhino Shield.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield.
Tired of cracking, peeling paint every few years?
It was always a hassle of having to repaint.
I was having to restain the house every 3 years.
Every 2 to 3 years, we're normally repainting with regular paint. It was crazy.
Ready to send Pete the Painter packing for good? Then the time is now to join the Rhino Shield revolution that's sweeping the nation and never paint your home again.
And this has been 12 years ago. And as you can see, it looks brand new. We just wash the house down once a year and it just stays.
We're never painting this house again. It won't be needed.
Bottom line is I never have to paint again.
No, Rhino Shield is not paint. It's the first of its kind cutting-edge ceramic coating system that works on virtually any surface, comes in any color, and leaves anything it touches looking beautiful and brand new.
The house is so vibrant compared to how it was before.
Rhino Shield has a more satiny, finished look that really looks pretty darn exceptional.
And Rhino Shield doesn't just do homes. You'll also find our exclusive ceramic coating system on thousands of businesses, office buildings, hotels, churches, condos, race car tracks, restaurants, even theme parks, in some of the harshest climates in the country.
Before this building just kind of sit here and you drove by it, nobody noticed it. People drive by it now and they go, wow, is that a new building over there? It's not a new building, it's a Rhino Shield building.
Bottom line, if it's coated with Rhino Shield, you'll never have to paint again.
We never have to paint. We never have to worry about painting.
You will never have to worry about the exterior of the home ever again.
I didn't have to mess with the painting, the cleanup, none of it.
Carefree. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry.
On today's show, hear from real customers all across the country about the strength, durability, and staying power of Rhino Shield.
It's not bleached out. There's no blistering, there's no cracking. And like I said, this was done 12 years ago.
Plus, Rhino Shield heads into the studio to take on traditional paint. Thick versus thin, chalk and water versus next generation ceramic microspheres. See how Rhino Shield leaves the competition crumbling. With over 25,000 successful Rhino Shield installations worldwide, our customers will tell you you can't go wrong with Rhino Shield. And if you call before the end of Never Paint Your Home Again, you could qualify for our exclusive TV offer. 15% off the entire cost of the project, 0% interest-free financing, and a 25-year transferable warranty, which includes a 100% product replacement guarantee. And now, from Champions Gate Resort in beautiful Orlando, Florida, America, get ready to never paint your home again.
If you're tired of the hassle, headache, and expense of painting your home every few years, only to see it chip, crack, and peel again and again, well, the time is now to make the switch to Rhino Shield and never paint your home again. Well, today we're coming to you from beautiful Orlando, Florida, just one of the many cities that we'll take you to on today's show. But whether you're in Orlando, Destin, New Orleans, Denver, the stories are all the same. Rhino Shield is helping thousands of customers save a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of headaches because they'll never have to paint again. Well, there's no one more passionate about Rhino Shield than the man who's joining me today to show us what Rhino Shield can do for your home, business, condo, theme park. Yeah, they do it all. Mr. Mike Redmond, president of Rhino Shield Gulf South, with locations from here in South Florida all the way to Denver. Mike, great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Behind us, this is a huge project that Rhino Shield is doing.
Yes, this is Champions Gate, which is a resort community here in the Sunshine State of Florida. And you know where there's sunshine, there's peeling paint. And they had cracks in the stucco, so they called Rhino Shield. The Rhino Shield ceramic coating system's been able to seal up those cracks and crevices and protect against moisture. And once we've completed the buildings, we've solved every one of those problems.
We went with Rhino Shield because we were having water intrusion issues. Water intrusion through our windows, through the walls themselves, wood deterioration. So when Rhino Shield came in, they fixed all that. They did an excellent job.
Prior to painting the buildings, we had a lot of leaks in our windows, and because they sealed and painted all the stucco, it really made a huge difference. And we know that our buildings are going to look great for many, many years to come.
Well, you say Rhino Shield is not paint, so what exactly is it and why is it so much better than paint?
You're correct. Rhino Shield is not paint. It's a revolutionary ceramic coating system that's designed to eliminate the ongoing expense of exterior maintenance. Whether you're a homeowners association or a homeowner, exterior maintenance is a big expense because you know how it is. There's always something breaking down. The roof needs repairs, the gutters need cleaning, your air conditioning goes out. You walk outside, you look at your home, and what do you see? Flaking, peeling paint. With Rhino Shield, we eliminate that problem once and for all. With Rhino Shield, you'll never have to paint your home again.
Well, of course, Mike, you and I had the chance to go in the studio where we did a few demonstrations to show our viewers at home why Rhino Shield is so superior to regular paint. But first, let's hear some real stories from some of Rhino Shield's real customers.
Living in the high altitude in which we live here in beautiful Colorado, it's really tough on the exterior of a home. So we went with the Rhino Shield product because of its lastability, its economy, and it cuts down on worrying, having the darn thing repainted every 2 years.
They did it 5 years ago, and it looks like they did it yesterday.
I was having to restain the house every 3 years, and now I don't have to worry about that. The bottom line is I never have to paint again.
Our home feels quieter from road noises. We've noticed that our house feels cooler in the heat of our August summer.
We picked Rhino Shield because it was a one-time deal. We can have all of this beautiful paint on our house and we don't have to worry about it.
We used to have a crack in this column right here. As you can see, you could never tell a crack was there before. We had some in the back of the yard, we had some on the side. But like I said, this is 12 years old and it looks like it was just done. It's amazing. I don't know how they make that stuff, but it works.
All right, so before we talk about what's inside Rhino Shield and get to all these great demonstrations, I want to talk about the Rhino Shield process because Rhino Shield really is so much more than a product, it's a process.
With Rhino Shield, it all begins with the preparation. So the first things our crew will do is inspect the home, trying to uncover any problem areas that may be there. Then we pressure clean the home. We remove all the loose dirt and debris. Then we do any repairs that may be necessary, which can include wood replacement. Wood rot is an ongoing problem for a homeowner, so when you hire Rhino Shield, we take care of that for you. Once the wood has been repaired, then we caulk and seal around the windows and doors. Energy efficiency is a big benefit of Rhino Shield. We seal up those cracks and crevices. Then we tape and mask the windows. We protect the plants and vegetation with drop cloths. We make sure that Rhino Shield's applied where it needs to be applied, and we avoid putting it where it shouldn't be applied. Then we move on to our primer stage. Our primer sealer is very unique because it's an adhesive first and foremost. In fact, if you see here, this is an example of our primer that's been applied to these stir sticks, and you can see the adhesive qualities of the primer. So it's basically the glue that holds the Rhino Shield onto the surface.
There are no cork lines. They sealed it with some sort of special stuff that you don't see the cork line.
First people that came out power washed the entire home, which I thought was great. And then a crew came out, did all the prep work.
They replaced all the rotten wood. They chipped away everything, caulked all the cracks. They kilsed it. Then they covered it with the Rhino cover, and then they covered it with the ceramic coating. And they did it 5 years ago, and it looks like they did it yesterday.
All right, our prep work is done, the primer has been applied. Now it's time for the Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
One of the things that separates Rhino Shield from traditional paint are the ceramic microspheres. And a lot of folks want to know, what is ceramic microspheres? Well, actually, they're little tiny cylinders that are hollow inside. This is an example of ceramic microspheres. They pack tightly on a surface. Paint is 60% water. So when you apply it to the home and the water dries, there's not much paint left. With Rhino Shield, it's almost 80% solid. Traditional paint has a high concentration of paint fillers. It's basically chalk, and they're irregular in shape and size. You can imagine these trying to pack tightly on a surface. It's just not going to happen. Well, Rhino Shield is totally different. There are thousands of these little tiny ceramic particles that pack tightly onto the surface, so the ceramic microspheres in the coating help fill in imperfections on your wall and give it a nice protective coating against the elements. And it reflects heat, so your wall temperature is cooler.
We've noticed that our house feels cooler in the heat of our August summer. We feel it's the best investment we've ever made in our home.
The house seems to stay cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. It's amazing.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield.
America, what are you waiting for? The time is now to say goodbye to the hassle and headache of cracking, peeling paint, and make the switch to Rhino Shield.
Bottom line, with Rhino Shield, we never have to paint. We never have to worry about painting.
Rhino Shield, they're going to come in, and when they apply that to your house, it's over and done with. From that point on, you get to worry about your hunting, your fishing, playing with my grandkids, all the things that you like to do, because your house is going to look brand new, going to look special.
It's carefree. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry.
So what's inside the next generation ceramic coating system that makes Rhino Shield so superior to this? It all starts with our cutting-edge ceramic microspheres that you won't find in this can of traditional paint. Remember, with paint, you're getting mostly water and chalky, jagged fillers, which leaves the competition crumbling compared to Rhino Shield. So what are you getting if you go Rhino Shield? No chipping, no cracking, and no peeling paint. Because remember, Rhino Shield is not paint. Rhino Shield weatherproofs and insulates your home, resists mold, mildew, and salt air corrosion. And our ceramic microspheres reflect the sun's UV rays, saving energy, saving you money, and making your home more comfortable year-round. Rhino Shield is flexible and breathable, comes in any color, and dries 8 to 10 times thicker than traditional paint. And we're not done. Rhino Shield has a Class A fire rating, increases the value of your home, and is guaranteed to last with our 25-year transferable warranty.
The resale value on this house someday is going to be a heck of a lot better because the Rhino Shield warranty transfers to the next property owner, and that was one of our considerations when we went with Rhino Shield.
We can go on and enjoy our retirement and not have to even think about repainting.
I don't have to fool with the paint anymore. I don't have to worry about the outside, the color, nothing. I'm set.
Bottom line is I never have to paint again.
Rhino Shield works on virtually any surface, including wood, stucco, hardy plank, and brick. And before we ever apply the first coat of color, our Rhino Shield team does extensive prep work on your home or business, removing chipping, peeling paint, replacing rotten wood, taping and caulking around doors and windows, and protecting your precious plants and vegetation. You won't get all this from Pete the Painter.
I've never seen any paint job do so much prep work.
They pressure wash the whole entire house.
Fill in any cracks.
Fill every nail hole.
And remember, Rhino Shield isn't just one of the best investments you can make in a home. The beauty and protection of Rhino Shield can be found on office buildings, resorts, churches, condos, race car tracks, restaurants, even theme parks in some of the harshest climates in the country. Bottom line, if it's coated in Rhino Shield, you'll never have to paint again.
Before this building just kind of sit here and you drove by it, nobody noticed it. People drive by it now and they go, wow, is that a new building over there? It's not a new building, it's a Rhino Shield building.
And if you like what you see from Rhino Shield, you'll love what Super Shield can do for your roof.
Super Shield is a roof coating that can go on a metal roof, shingle roof, any kind of roof.
This strong, durable, energy-saving ceramic coating can transform an ugly, dingy, outdated-looking roof into something spectacular like this, in virtually any color. Super Shield seals small cracks and crevices, creates a powerful moisture barrier for your roof, and reflects the sun's harmful UV rays, lowering the temperature inside your home, saving you money, and making your home more comfortable and enjoyable.
The guys were great, the crew was great, everything on time.
They were very accommodating with our needs as a community to be here the hours that we needed them to be here. They kept everything wonderfully organized and clean and tidy.
Busy as a bee, their work ethic was the best I've ever seen.
I could not believe how fast they were and how thorough they were. They were just amazing.
The time is now to say goodbye to the hassle and headache of calling Pete the Painter every few years. Stop throwing away your hard-earned money and make the switch to Rhino Shield.
If you want to make a tremendous investment even better than any stock market we have going. Plunk your dollars down a Rhino Shield. You'll never sweat repainting again.
With over 25,000 successful Rhino Shield installations worldwide, our customers will tell you you can't go wrong with Rhino Shield. And if you call before the end of Never Paint Your Home Again, you could qualify for our exclusive TV offer. 15% off the entire cost of the project, 0% interest-free financing, and a 25-year transferable warranty, which includes a 100% product replacement guarantee. From the Rocky Mountains to the beautiful beaches of sunny Florida, no matter where you call home in America, you can't afford to pass up this incredible offer. Call Rhino Shield now and never paint your home again.
Wow, Mike, I mean, you can see there's quite a difference between the paint and the Rhino Shield just by looking inside these two cans.
Exactly. Rhino Shield is almost 80% solid versus 60% water.
The paint and the Rhino Shield when it comes to thick versus thin. The paint really just can't stand up to the Rhino Shield.
No doubt. One of the things that we've done to illustrate the flexibility of Rhino Shield, we've taken some of it and poured it on this glass, allowed it to dry, and here you can see how flexible the Rhino Shield product is.
Now, why is this so important to a home that you have this flexibility?
Well, you know, in the wintertime a home contracts and in the summertime a home expands, and that expansion and contraction wreaks havoc on traditional paint because it's so paper thin it just flakes and peels off the home. With Rhino Shield you won't have that problem. Embedded in the Rhino Shield are the ceramic microspheres that we talked about earlier, and what happens is when the sun hits that surface it reflects the heat away, keeping your walls cooler. So this is like having a protective skin on your home, keeping the harsh elements at bay.
Living in the high altitude in which we live here in beautiful Colorado, it's really tough on the exterior of a home. So we went with the Rhino Shield product because of its lastability, its economy, and it cuts down on worrying, having the darn thing repainted every 2 years.
Especially living in Destin. You have salt air, hot, high humidity temperatures, where a lot of paint blisters and cracks. As you can see, this doesn't at all.
Well, with Rhino Shield, it means no chipping, no peeling, no cracking, none of that other headache that you have to deal with paint. There's no maintenance to it. I mean, it looks great, keeps it shiny, bold, brand new look every time you walk out here.
This Rhino Shield paint is 5 years old. We haven't even pressure washed this house yet, you know? So, I mean, every now and again you hose it off because of, you know, love bugs or something like that, but it's exactly the same it was when they finished and walked away.
We picked Rhino Shield because it was a one-time deal. It's just great. I love the colors and I love how easy it is to keep clean.
Bottom line is I never have to paint again.
Not only is paint 60% water, but it's also made up with a lot of fillers like chalk.
Exactly. The chalky fillers create a product that's very brittle. In fact, if you look at paint chips and you snap them, not very flexible. So what happens when your home expands, the paint cracks, flakes, and chips off the home.
Versus the Rhino Shield, which has these cutting-edge ceramic microspheres.
Exactly. The ceramics are really what separates Rhino Shield from anything else because of its ability to reflect heat, fill in some of the voids on the home, and gives you a layer of protection that paint just can't offer.
We've noticed some little changes in the home since it's been painted with this Rhino Shield. It's almost like there's more insulation on the walls or something. That's pretty cool.
It keeps our house warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer. Our air conditions don't run like our neighbors. It's like so cool.
So Rhino Shield is flexible and it allows a home to breathe. Now, why do I care if my home can breathe?
Well, if you think about it, you know, during the course of a day, you have water, you know, for showers, for cooking. There's a lot of moisture inside the home that really needs to be able to escape. Rhino Shield is a breathable wall coating that allows that to happen. This little illustration will give you an example of how the wall system should work. You have moisture on the outside that can't get in, and you have air on the inside that needs to get out. Hit this little pump here, you'll see how the vapors can penetrate through this is a stucco wall. So the moisture in your home needs to be able to migrate out because if you trap the moisture in the home, that can lead to a lot of problems, mold, mildew, wood rot, things that you don't want.
So we want the bad things to come out, but we don't want things like water to be able to get in, and that's what Rhino Shield does.
That's exactly right. We seal the home and allow it to breathe all at the same time.
Now, why shouldn't a homeowner consider vinyl, for example?
Well, vinyl's a plastic. It's non-porous. It doesn't breathe at all. So when vinyl's installed, there's usually some sort of vapor barrier between your home and the vinyl. With Rhino Shield, it's applied directly onto your siding or whatever substrate you may have, and it is breathable, so you don't have to have any type of vapor barrier between it and your home.
And you have that 25-year transferable warranty, so that's really peace of mind that your home is protected.
For us, and I think for anybody else that's ever used Rhino Shield, we feel it's the best investment we've ever made in our home, and the added bonus of this product on our home for resaleability.
The maintenance is super simple. Take a water hose and just wash it down. The 25-year transferable warranty that Rhino Shield gives you, that means you don't ever have to paint your house again.
They did it 5 years ago, and it looks like they did it yesterday.
One of the things that really sold us is that we don't have to worry about cracking and chipping and peeling, so that we won't have to inconvenience our guests anymore, that this product is going to hold up really well.
We had in our budget that we were going to probably be painting every 5 to 6 years. With Rhino Shield, that's not going to have to occur, so it's going to allow us to have more money spent on other issues or other needs.
This has been 12 years ago, and as you can see, it looks brand new. We just wash the house down once a year, and it just stays.
After that summer I spent painting that house, I never want to see a paintbrush again. Rhino Shield, they're going to come in, and when they apply that to your house, it's over and done with.
Being a homeowner, there are always things that need to be repaired off and on. This is one of the issues I don't have to deal with.
If you want to make a tremendous investment, even better than any stock market we have going, plunk your dollars down a Rhino Shield. You'll never sweat repainting again.
We're never painting this house again. It won't be needed.
All right, Mike, and at Rhino Shield, the color combinations that you have to choose from, I mean, it's endless.
Absolutely. Whether it's a photograph from a magazine or a fruit from the grocery store, we can match any color. We had a customer request that we coat his home in the color of butter.
When we bought the house, it was some shade of yellow, but it didn't even look yellow to me. My wife went, no, it was a yellow house. So she started going through weeding through all the little color wheels and everything, and she just couldn't find anything she liked. It. She went in the house and she got a stick of butter. She said, this is the color that I want. The house was like butter. That's what we wanted, and that's what y'all gave us.
We definitely want to stress, Rhino Shield is not just for homes. You all do amusement parks, hotels, all types of commercial buildings.
Rhino Shield has done some of the most recognizable landmarks in cities all across America. With Rhino Shield, you're eliminating the need to paint, you're reducing energy, and you're adding value to the property. And that means a lot to a homeowner as well as a business. We're here in downtown New Orleans at Place St. Charles on historic St. Charles Avenue. At Place St. Charles, they have handrails that are inside as well as outside. And what you see here is the interior handrails that go all the way around this beautiful shopping area, over 3.5 miles of handrails. But that's not it. On the exterior, you have even more handrailing, and we did the first 4 floors of all their handrails, which covers an entire city block. We also did lamp posts, a parking garage, a walkway that crosses over the street. And before, there were a lot of cracks and crevices. It really looked pretty bad. But today, when you look at it, it looks absolutely phenomenal.
With stucco, any kind of stucco, over a period of time, there's cracking and so forth. With Rhino Shield, it eliminates that cracking and peeling.
People who own these condos come here maybe once a year or once every 2 years, and they come here now and they look at the resort and they go, wow, it looks like the day I bought it, and I bought it 7 or 8 years ago, and they are just, you know, very, very happy at the results. We're all thrilled. We know that our buildings are going to look great for many, many years to come.
I mean, what kind of peace of mind is that? Not having to worry about chipping, peeling, cracking paint, having to call a painter every few years to come out and do it all over again year after year. The money you're saving and the headaches.
Exactly. It just makes good business sense for a company to take care of their maintenance and not have to deal with that down the road. And the same thing applies for a homeowner. It's a one-time expense.
So instead of coming back in 6, 7 years to redo it again, we said let's do Rhino Shield, and it'll look beautiful.
We have owned several houses. It was always a hassle of having to repaint every several years. With Rhino Shield, we can go on and enjoy our retirement and not have to even think about repainting.
We finally decided that this was the way to go because we don't like having to worry about the paint. She is a nervous wreck when it comes to anything about repairs and stuff. We chose Rhino Shield and everything has been just perfect.
Really all you need to do is try it and you'll be thrilled that you did.
I don't have to fool with the paint anymore. I don't have to worry about the outside, the color, nothing. I'm set.
Bottom line is I never have to paint again.
Well, Mike, it's been a great show, and all it takes is one phone call, and you can be on your way to never painting your home again.
That's right, Catherine. We want homeowners all across America to join the Rhino Shield revolution. With Rhino Shield, many benefits. You beautify your home, you eliminate the expensive ongoing maintenance to your home, no more flaking, cracking, chipping paint. You beautify it, you save energy, and most of all, you get a 25-year transferable warranty. You can't go wrong.
No, you can't. That's peace of mind for your customers. Thanks so much, Mike. You've got just minutes left to qualify for today's exclusive offer, so pick up the phone, call Rhino Shield, and never paint your home again.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield.
A beautiful, hassle-free, worry-free home is just a phone call away. Call Rhino Shield and join the thousands of Americans who will never have to paint their homes again.
After you do this Rhino Shield process, you will never have to worry about the exterior of the home ever again.
Being retired on fixed incomes, we went with Rhino Shield knowing that the darn product was going to last.
It's amazing. I don't know how they make that stuff, but it works.
You and your family deserve the peace of mind that you can only get from Rhino Shield.
You can't go wrong, and I think it's one of the best investments we've made for the house.
On today's show, we showed you how this flexible, breathable, cutting-edge product left the competition crumbling. Say goodbye to the hassle, headache, and expense of having to call Pete the Painter every few years, only to be left with a paint job that looks like this. The time is now to make the switch to Rhino Shield. So what are you getting if you go Rhino Shield? No chipping, no cracking, and no peeling paint. Because remember, Rhino Shield is not paint. Rhino Shield weatherproofs and insulates your home, resists mold, mildew, and salt air corrosion. And our ceramic microspheres reflect the sun's UV rays, saving energy, saving you money, and making your home more comfortable year-round. Rhino Shield is flexible and breathable, comes in any color, and dries 8 to 10 times thicker than traditional paint. And we're not done. Rhino Shield has a Class A fire rating, increases the value of your home, and is guaranteed to last with our 25-year transferable warranty.
The resale value on this house someday is going to be a heck of a lot better because the Rhino Shield warranty transfers to the next property owner.
Rhino Shield is one of the best investments you can make for your home. There's no maintenance to it. I mean, it looks great, keeps it shiny, bold, brand new look every time you walk out here. Didn't have to worry about Pete the Painter. You know, this guy showing up late and coming here with some kind of watered down version of something that you would call paint.
We feel it's the best investment we've ever made in our home.
They did it 5 years ago, and it looks like they did it yesterday.
Bottom line is I never have to paint again.
With over 25,000 successful Rhino Shield installations worldwide, our customers will tell you you can't go wrong with Rhino Shield. And if you call before the end of Never Paint Your Home Again, you could qualify for our exclusive TV offer. 15% off the entire cost of the project, 0% interest-free financing, and a 25-year transferable warranty, which includes a 100% product replacement guarantee. From the Rocky Mountains to the beautiful beaches of sunny Florida, no matter where you call home in America, you can't afford to pass up this incredible offer. Call Rhino Shield now and never paint your home again. Never Paint Your Home Again was a paid program sponsored by Rhino Shield.